You're not broken, you're unfinished.
All right, it's kind of windy out here. I hope it doesn't cut out, but today we are going to work on this. This has been a couple years in the making. This is our side-by-side trailer. The front is enclosed, the back was open so we can put our side-by-side on it. But with some up-and-coming things coming, we need a new deck on the back. We got some trips coming up and some other things going on. So today, sorry, car going by. Let me flip the camera around to show you what we got. All right, you can see that most of these boards are rotten. It's been outside and weathered. Hopefully the airplane's not too loud. You can see it's pretty rotten. So we are going to pull this decking up and replace it. All right, with that said, I'm going to time lapse it. I also got to wear earmuffs because I'm using the impact to try to get these screws out. We're gonna see how well that goes. So let me, I'm gonna get the camera set up on time lapse and give you a little bit of that, and then we'll get after it. Well, I got all the floor off. Now I'm going to pull the trailer out of here and get all this mess cleaned up. And then too, I'm gonna get the slice and dice and cut all these bolts off. But I'm not gonna do it over all this sawdust and wood. So I'll get all that cleaned up and then we'll get those shaved off. Be right back. Well, that's what's left. So I'll get over here and get the cleaning. Let's give it a bath. All right, y'all seen me do the rust killer on it. It's basically OSFO, but all right. So now I'm going to brush it off with a broom, get some of the dust off of it and stuff, and then we're going to paint it. I forgot to mention our color of the day. gloss black. The cheapest paint I can find, so we'll send it. This is the Elasticool Blackjack 7-year warranty, 7-year life, so it's gonna get messy. All right, next, we're taking this gate off. Taking this gate off because it broke a long time ago, the actual metal. Oh, you can see it. And we really don't need it anymore. I mean, our side-by-side goes on and off without needing the gate anyways. All of our cooking stuff we can easily lift up on here. I still want to keep the gate though, just to help keep stuff on the trailer, not having to tie it down. So let's get that off of there. All right, don't mind the fan. Hopefully you can hear this. So I got the initial square for the roof put together. Yeah, there's a few gaps, but the biggest thing is it's square. I had extra metal from when I came from the shop, so I went ahead and ran a single rib down the middle just for more support. The welds ain't too bad. I'm a little rusty. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up on this. It's been a minute. Of course, I'm showing you the best one. I'm gonna hit it with a grinder, flatten some of these other ones out, and then flip it over. And then I'll hit that side with the welds, and then I'll start putting the other lateral braces that are gonna go in here. I went ahead and I think it got 14 gauge to go on top. In the event that we ever want to store something on top of the trailer, or heaven forbid somebody gets on top of it and needs, or store something, I don't know. We can put a rack on it someday. I don't know. But anyways, that's where we're at. So let me get after it. All right, day 2, 3, whatever. We're back in the shop today. I went ahead last night and cut all the middle bracing, ribs, whatever you want to call it. While I still had everything out here in a mess. And so I got them cut. I need to grind them down and prep them. And then I'm going to get those welded on today and see how far we get. So me time lapse you. Sorry. All right, so it's been a little while later. So some mistakes were made, with the amount of metal shavings and sawdust from this morning. I don't know where it would come from, but so I had my big fan on, and next thing you know, I got some of my eye. I didn't think nothing of it. Blinked a couple times. Well, 2 hours later, in an eye wash or two, I finally got it out. So PPE, wear your PPE. All right, now that being said, I'm gonna vacuum up all this sawdust and then turn the fans back on because it is South Texas. It's like 95 degrees. Humidity normally would be like 85 or 90, but with the floods that we've had, there's water standing everywhere. And it's literally been foggy and steamy in the afternoons because of the evaporation, whatever. So it's hot. I want my fan on. So let me clean up my mess, stop crying or whining, whatever. Be right back. All right, I got the deck boards on here about the space where I want them. I could have added another board, but I want to leave the gaps in there so like we're washing the deck and things like that. Just let the air flow. But we got 2 3/4 self-drilling, self-tapping, whatever you want to call it. Deck screws for the boards. I don't know what kind of coating they got on. It's not really galvanized, it's something. But anyway, so we'll get these boards screwed down and move along. So here we go. Shout out to they were the fab shop that had the brake that could break down the edges for our 14 gauge. So shout out to them. They got on it within a day, knocked it out. Here I marked all the cuts. We need to cut the 14 gauge down to make the nose for the top. I got it all marked out and gonna chop it up. All right, that's it for today. I got the front of the nose, the air dam, or whatever we want to call it, for the top. I got it roughly cut. And this front 1.5 inches will be the front nose to help stiffen it up. And then I'll come back with a couple of pieces. I'll get those tomorrow and tie that back to the actual roof to give it some support. So when you're doing 85 miles an hour down the road, it doesn't just fly off. So, all right, be back in the morning. All right, we're back in the shop this morning. So the angle coming from the top down to the top of the trailer, it's roughly 30 degrees. So, all right, so the plates up here, I need to trim the ears off. And then we're sitting at 30. Trying to get the focus. And then I'll put the bracing on it. And then it's gonna go up on the top of the trailer. I'm gonna weld it in. It's gonna be a busy day. All right, so I didn't have most of the closing for the trailer for the work that we've done. I missed a lot of the footage from, being rushed trying to get done because we were needing the trailer the next day to go on vacation. So I missed a lot of things. So I'm going to walk you through where we're at now. This is how the trailer came out. So it's been storming here, so I can't give you the full walk around, but we got it wrapped. Gray Dog here local to us, advertising, they did the wrap for us. The top, I added gussets up here all the way around. I still need to spray the underside. I basically use Sweet Patina's N1 for the underside. Sprayed that, and I did use wrapper liner on the top just because it's a material we had. I used anything that looked like we would have sorry for the birds, anything that looked like we'd be like brushing up against a lot or anything like that, I did spray that. So even some of these the side rails here, I did those. I need to come back. I am going to spray both the fenders. So that's why they look a little unfinished. A few other things, I guess. I did put our back plate on. But all in all, I even was able to get up and stand or crawl on top of the roof to spray it. So, going with the 14 gauge, I think was the right plan. I'll give you some insight. So we're definitely going to put some lighting on it. We talked last night. We're going to put a couple of fans underneath here just to move the air, because this basically will be a cooking area. Outlets, probably a few other little things here and there, but so there will be sides on this that fold out like wings. So basically there'll be covers that fold out, and then we fold them up whenever we're traveling. Also, there'll be a fold down serving bar, whatever you have it, on both sides as well. So the sides will fold up, and these, sorry for the birds, there's literally I don't know if you can hear it. There's literally a bird nest in top of our shop. So that's it. I will throw in the pictures from the trip. It pulled fabulous. The top had no movement in it. It flexed a little bit as the trailer flexed, but we put the side by side on the back, loaded all the groceries for the carnival night that we hosted on our trip. I think we went roughly 1,000 miles in it so far, ish. Maybe a little less, but pool's great. Probably picked up a few more followers. There was a lot of people. We got stuck in traffic at one point on our trip, and I think we picked up like 10 Instagram followers due to the fact that our Instagram link is on here. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.